Hi everyone, Dorota Nail, international nail artist and educator here, and today we are gonna be doing a rebalance on my nails. Always awesome time, and I cannot wait to get a new set. I hope you really like them. Have a preview of it in here. I will show you step by step how to achieve this look, and I hope you really enjoy it. So let's start. So yes, we are gonna turn those long stiletto into those nice coffin with the blink. I really love them. And first of all, I want to show you the thickness. Look guys how thin those nails look. Like really thin, but they are not. Like when I was showing you the structure of the nails, I quite often try to explain that's with the form placement and the way I'm applying the apex, like the nails are really thick, and that's what I'm gonna actually show you here now. So I have shortened this nail and look how thick it becomes, like really thick, and it was so thin at the end. So all my bulk of the product is in this area here, and it's very thin, lots of product, and then at the end it's really thin. So I'm just gonna quickly shorten this one as well. And again, you can see it like it is really, really thick. The way I have done this this set is it was to get them rebalanced very fast. Let me shorten the thumb as well. To rebalance them very fast. I wouldn't cut them with the tip cutter because I could break the gel. So the best way to do it in that case, like when we're shortening a little bit, is to actually use the hand file, because you don't want to get the gel to crack. And I'm gonna show you also the thickness of the thumb as well, like really, really thick. Okay, well, once we have we got rid of the thickness, we need to the length. We need to get rid of the thickness and prepare them for a quick rebalance. The rebalance is going to be very easy and quick. So I'm putting my e-file into a low speed because I don't want to remove too much product. So 20, okay. And what I'm doing is I'm just gently removing the bulk of those nails, especially at the free edge. I'm not worried if I'm gonna overfile the glitter. I shouldn't, because that's the way I build them, so I could easily actually shorten them and then rebalance them. Very low speed, just to thin out the free edge. Maybe this is too low actually for me. Boring, yes, too long. So I put on 30, and I've actually got better control over the e-file because it was going just too slow. And again, thin out the free edge. I don't want this to be this thick. And same on this one. They aren't old, I had this set just over a week. To be honest, more than I expected, because I thought I will cut them after a few days. But I got used to, and for this reason, I'm actually gonna, Patrick told me to put the fan on the lowest setting, so it's not noisy for you guys, okay, so. And again, when I'm removing the product, I'm trying to do it only from the end. So again, my structure is concentrating on those area here. And because we are not gonna take long time with the actual rebalance, I'm gonna spend much longer time on placing those amazing crystals. And I will get you through the process, because I get lots of actually questions like, how do you apply the crystals so they last? And we will talk about it because I think this is pretty important. Okay, that's the e-file done. Let me get this off, clean the dust, and then I'm gonna swap to the hand file. I just find it as more precise, especially as I say, there is not much of the bulk of the product to remove, so just blend everything around the cuticle area nicely. and thin out the free edge a little bit more. And also, because I want them to be coffin, nice sharp coffin, I'm just tapering them a little bit more. So I do make sure I do remove this bulkage from the side. Again, I'm not worried even if I file through the French, because I can just touch it up. It is gonna be a very quick job. And here's my question, guys. Have you ever filled the nails this like infill or rebalance? This wouldn't be even rebalance, I would call it more infill. Have you infilled the nails like maybe just with the top coat, or like a very, very thin layer of the gel if you wear them for maybe a week or 2 weeks? I'm actually very curious about it, because for me it is an unusual case. Like normally I get away with my nails for months, like sometimes even 6 to 8 weeks I can hold them on. So this is the quickest I have ever redone them, to be honest. And again, remove this bulkage from the side. And then do it on the thumb. Lucky is saying hello as usual. He's never leaving us. He always stays there when we're recording. Okay, also I need to file down my apex a little bit, because the longer the nails, the thicker they need to be and the more product I need to have. So now I just need to thin this out. Okay, the boring part is done. So I remove all the dust. I'm actually gonna switch off this fan as well, because on the low speed it doesn't do much anyway. And then we can just push back the cuticles. Give them a nice and decent push and get a bit of cuticle work done. So I've got those beads set here. They are actually awesome because I keep all my beads, like different ones, in one place. Again, pretty low speed, and I'm just tidying up the cuticles. And they have been quite dry because I wasn't good at applying the cuticle oil. And I find that if I do apply the cuticle oil, they are much better condition. Okay, put it back on the other side. Clean it all. And I'm also gonna exfoliate my nail folds because they are really dry. As I say, I didn't apply the cuticle oil. I'm actually not gonna cut anything just because they was done just like just over a week ago, maybe. No, I'm not gonna cut because we will just file it. We will just exfoliate it. Search for any shiny places. Especially in this area here. Then clean the dust, blue scrub to dehydrate it. So we want to make sure they are nicely dehydrated, clean from any dust particles. And then fill them. So we are gonna use an extra nail prep. This is to dehydrate the nail plate further. And Universal Air Bond. Back on stock, guys, back on stock. There we are. and then a drop of the clear gel. Okay, so I'm using a fiber clear gel this time. Okay, gel brush. And basically I've got almost nothing to fill in, so it's just the gap, like the growth, which was like about 1 millimeter, because usually my nails grow about 1 millimeter per week. So I'm just filling that in, that growth area. And there was no lifting like at all. And then in here. So on the thumb I can see it, how much it did growth as well. So I need to fill up the gel in this area. Spread it through the entire surface. And I can see we've got a little bit overfilled French in this area, but that's absolutely fine. Also, like when I'm applying the gel now, you can see the fibers. So those strings, that's the strengthening fibers, so the product can last like much longer time. Now, my apex is a bit misshaped in this place here, so I'm just gonna touch it up. Clean the brush. Just touch it up, like with a little bit more product there, and then smooth it. Check this one. It could do like to move it a little bit. So I'm just adding a drop of the product there. And again, smooth it. This one, you can see it goes like wavy. So basically I'm just missing a tiny bit. Do we've got nice side view? Yeah. So I'm just missing a drop of the view. And
that's what you did?
No, I wanted just to show.
Yeah, but the view was perfect.
The view was perfect. Cameraman did say, okay. And then I need to fill it in there as well. So this gel doesn't run as much. You've got quite a lot of time to play with it. And then I show you a shaping on a one nail to don't keep you bored, because there is not much shaping. They are quite nice, like, you know, it will be just a perfecting of the shape. To be honest, get rid of the sparkle, like, I mean, maybe don't even get rid of the sparkle. Move the sparkle to the free edge. Okay, cure them 60 seconds and then we can shape them. Brilliant, that's them all cooked. So close your products before any shaping and remove the inhibition layer. Okay, we want to remove the inhibition layer. You don't want to be playing with those sticky stuff. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you on a one nail really how I'm shaping it. So grab some wipes so we can catch some dust in here. And I will show you on a thumb for a change, because quite often you don't see it, the thumb. So I'm just checking the length, touching up on the side, touching up on the other side. Check how it looks, because we had different shape before. Also check, this is actually awesome because I get you through a little bit more. So check how they, like on the side view, check if the side walls are the same height, like if one is dropping or not. And I can see it, this one is dropping a little bit and is much thicker as well. Okay, so just file it a little bit to get rid of this thickness. And straight away you can see the shape already improve on those free edges here. Blend around the cuticle area again. The nicer blend we've got, the nicer the things will look. Again, don't worry about the black. If we catch it with the file, we can literally in a matter of the seconds we can just touch it up. And I'm going to show you that as well. But first of all, we are going to just shape them. So I love the full contact of the file. And I do, like, remember the nails are carved. So what you want to do is you want to follow this carve. File here, 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 following the carve. Keep the same contact. Also another thing for you as well, just because it's a slightly different video, so I can show you another theory. if you do file like this, you are not filing, you are producing lots of heat and you are not filing. What you want to do it is you want to press with your fingers on the places you're filing, and you want to do long movements. This way you are much more effective when filing. Same in here, look how I'm holding the file. We've got perfect. So like actually in school, like years ago, they teach us even to hold the file like this, you know, just like this. And the reason for it is the file was very steady. It wasn't wobbly.
The pressure is same.
Yes, so the pressure needs to be the same. You cannot file like this because you've got bigger pressure there and no pressure there. So you will be filing the product very uneven, and then the shape is gonna be misshaped, okay? And same, if I'm filing that direction, my thumb is pressing into this place here, okay? So I've got lots of filing power. I don't want to file it too much because I'm filing just wherever. And actually this is the best. This is the best filing motion, nice and fast, like, and I'm doing it for the clients as well. And then here, every single time I'm using the same filing motion, leaving my apex alone. And as you can see it, I didn't touch the apex. Look at this shape, is so nice and sharp. Okay, white buffer. Again, just repeat it. So we're filing like all the way. There we are. Check the thickness. Oh, it's still too thick. So I just want to get rid of some thickness at the free edge. That is better, nice and sharp. Can we see it in the camera?
Can do like that.
I can't. My body can't.
No, take the phone like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Too much?
Too much?
Yeah. No.
Yeah? Okay, perfect.
I'm not sure it was better, but
No. Okay.
it was nice to do it.
Okay.
No.
He wants me to exercise with my bad neck. I cannot move and he wants me to exercise. Oh, Patrick. And then grey buffer.
Too red handstand.
Yes, I know your back is. Oh, like guys, you would laugh at us. Honestly, we are so injured. I actually need a massage. We can barely walk. It looks so funny when we're going for the shoppings. Yeah. Okay. I'm just blending here as well. And with this grey buffer, I'm also touching up my nail folds again because they are so dry. And believe it or not, I was doing gardening with those nails as well, like because our bin is out tomorrow morning, so I had to just quickly go and tidy up the garden. Perfect. Okay, so there we are. We have changed the shape completely, and to be honest, I love them. Look how nice they are. Every single angle, like much nicer, apex and all the area. I'm just going to do it quickly on those ones, and we can move on into this amazing crystal application. Okay, all of them nicely shaped and filed, like matching. So now we are gonna grab some Swarovski crystals, and I do have like an actual Swarovski crystals. I think they look so pretty. So I will grab some of them. Plus I've got a couple more in here. So I want those ones, I want those one. I want actually lots of them. And then those ones as well. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so first of all, you want to grab some base gel, and I will show you on 3 nails because the ring finger is just exactly the same. So base gel going on in here. And first of all, we have to go and do it around the gel. Like, I don't want to cover too much of it. Like, I mean, I love the crystals, but at the same time, we have done it quite a nice structure, and it would be a shame to cover it with the crystals because they the crystals change the shape of the nails, you know, like, and we also don't want to make it too bulky as well. So I've got a nice mixture of the crystals here. Here we are. Let's start the fun. Some of you have asked me, like, why I just cleaned this nail, why the crystals are coming off. So like there might be few different reasons behind it. Like, first of all, the product you are using is not strong enough to hold the crystals. That's why I like those base gel, like, and I would apply it at really like a decent scoop, just to make sure that things are lasting a really nice time. And I would place it. Okay, the second reason why the crystals might come off is, like, if I would leave just a single crystal on this own, it might come off. And the reason for it is it can be catchy. And when you're doing hair, like when you putting your clothes on, you can catch those crystals on. So I'm always making sure they are tight together and they're giving each other some sort of transition. So I'm going from the bigger crystal here, and then they are all nicely secured. I'm picking up another scoop of the base gel, and I will be able to add another crystal which is smaller, and this crystal is gonna like make the things nice and smooth. So when I'm washing my hair or when I'm doing the things, like, they are not catchy at all. And if they are not catchy, they are not gonna come off. Like, that's basically the main secret of a long-lasting crystals. So there we are, and I will show you what I do it with the larger ones as well. So here I'll make sure I've got enough product. Okay, let's freeze this one. So like basically I need like 2 seconds to make my product freeze so it doesn't move, especially when I'm gonna go for a much bigger crystals now. And again, I cannot, like here I'm gonna put like a really big ones. So look at like how thick this base is, like really, really thick. And then I'm just grabbing those triangle shaped crystal. We've got one. And in this place, nothing is gonna catch, but the things can catch in this place. So I need to add something there. And that's 2 larger crystals, which are kind of sliding in there, and also push my base gel against it. So this way, this big crystal is having a really nice smooth transition. You can see how much base is like kind of coming from underneath of it. Quite often I have found that like those big crystals, they can have those empty space. And first of all, like it is really annoying later on, like see you want to go and do some cleaning or gardening or like a really messy work, the dirt will get really stuck in there and you don't want that. So like, you know, the dirt particles can get stuck in here, but I've got base gel, so the things are nice and smooth. Okay, time to secure another crystal. So again, look, like this is a really huge amount of the product going on in there. So I can grab my crystal and I can easily slide in there, and the excess of the base is gonna join the pieces together here as well. Okay, so I've got some excess of the base gel coming right in the middle. To join them together. When you securing the biggest ones, like I would suggest you flash cure it as soon as possible. Let me just twist the lamp so they don't run away, like, you know, so they don't move. Next scoop. And again, if I wouldn't place something here, the things would be really catchy. Look at the side view, like there is lots of base gel. So I need to put another scoop of the base gel, which is running underneath of that crystal. Like there is no way you could lose those. Oh, we're missing a crystal. I had to also like kind of work out how I want to place them, because I am quite low on some of the crystals, so I've got only one of those ones. And what I did as well, so I don't place it here or here, I go it underneath of the other crystal to the point where I cannot move it anymore. Okay. Make sure it's in a central. Transition here because it's quite catchy, those corners, so I want to place some clear crystal there. And I usually don't know how my crystal placement is gonna look. Like I kind of just try to start with some point and then keep adding them to make sure the things are really nice and smooth. At the same time, I can start adding a couple more crystals here. And we had those rose gold, so I'm just gonna go crystal. Again, push it against the crystal, and then the rose gold, we were going for those bigger size. and the clear. Again, unusual crystal placement for me, because normally I go for like an AB crystals or all clear or all gold. And this time I have decided to do it at like all sorts of different colors, and I'm quite liking it. So it's just show you can place them in completely different colors. Probably the reason for it was also as well, like I was running low on some of the crystals, so I decided to do it that way. Okay, and then we are gonna do it all the way around the smile line, but also trying to don't cover too much of the smile line, you know, because it took us some work to do it previously, so I don't want to cover it too much. And I've got some crystals like this one. So now I'm swapping and I'm gonna, oh gosh, losing my voice. I'm swapping and I'm gonna work with this crystal. So this and clear, this one and clear, move them. Very relaxing and time consuming. But in overall, like it didn't take me too much time because the structure of the nail was really nice and decent. So we didn't have to spend much time filling those nails, so we can kind of spend longer time on those crystal application. Now we are coming into the point where the things needs to squeeze in. So I'm kind of trying to get them at the same height, and then let's grab those clear ones. So I've got 1, 2 clear, and I need to move them so I can place another crystal here. So I've got a small gap, like very small gap in here. And this also show you like I can squeeze the same amount of the crystals like on the other finger as well. So the nails are kind of matching. Move them in and squeeze that in. Are we happy that they didn't move? Because the worst thing is like you do it nice and then the things move. Yes, I am happy with it. So let's cook it. Again, just a couple seconds. Then we are going to move on into the other 2 nails. Let me grab something so I can rest my hand on it. There we are. Very simple here. So we've got those large Swarovski pearl. So this is an AB pearl. If you're wondering, like some of my suppliers, guys, like are very, very, very old. And sometimes you can not even buy it anymore. Like I was saying to Patrick after I did my right hand that I need to jump in on some websites and get some more crystals. And to be honest, it's a nightmare to actually find like unreal Swarovski crystals. And there's not many suppliers still selling it. So yeah, I will be on the hunt for more so I can stock up. Believe or not, yesterday I have unpacked some of those crystals like which I got in Australia on the trade show, which happened at like, I don't know, 6 years ago maybe, because I bought myself lots of crystals there. It was amazing when we was running educator training like for other teachers, like how to teach their students nail structure. Lots of fun actually it was. And yeah, since we kind of getting, the life is getting easier again with the salon being sorted out and the things, we will probably travel a little bit more with Patrick again. So what we've got, okay, we've got rose gold in here. There we are, nice rose gold. and they are an actual Swarovski crystals too. I'm gonna add one more, so a clear, just because I've got the base gel already applied there, and then we are gonna freeze them. And I do charge like for the crystals application. They are really expensive to buy. Perfect, let's cook it. Another question I was getting from you guys was, some of you wrote me like, oh, I got really expensive nail charms. How do I remove them and how do I reuse them? So you can try it. Like what I sometimes do is, in the case of the actual real Swarovski crystals, because they are so good quality, they actually look perfect even after a month of wearing. Like they have no scratches and they are amazing. But obviously, like, I mean, you basically, so this is like probably a tenner worth of crystals in here, like 10 pounds for like, you know, 5 crystals. I would sometimes clip them off from my nails, and if they are intact, I would use them on the display tip. I wouldn't use it on a client nail, and I wouldn't use it on my nail again, because sometimes you can kind of destroy the back film of it, and they are just used crystals, like you really don't want to apply used crystals there. Okay, Dorota, concentrate. Here we are. And yeah, so that's the thing. Like you can do it, but maybe just reuse it more on like display tips or something. Do not reapply it on the nails. I don't think so. It will look nice. And sometimes during the removal they can get damaged as well. So you can see there is also a difference in the size of the crystals, but that's okay. Like it is going to be a slightly different type of the crystal application. And I didn't apply any caviar beads, which was very tempting, like, you know. So we've got this one, rose gold. I'm not too bothered about the how straight they are yet. Patrick doesn't like crystal application probably as well because he's yawning now. Sorry. Shh. Yeah. Oh, guys, I hope you are not yawning. Oh, Dorota, concentrate. So we had rose gold, then we've got this one. So I'm kind of, with these crystals, I'm going in an order. We've got clear one then, and then it will be the rose gold. Okay, and same in here, so rose gold, AB. They are different AB crystals. They kind of more see-through. And then the rose gold. No base gel, so grab those base gel. And it's different, like, I mean, it is really different to what I would normally do. Okay, let's start moving them into the smile line. So I'm going to place them very close to the smile line. Brilliant. And then we are missing those one. And here, let's stay there. Move those crystals close together. You don't want the gaps. So you can just pull them away from the smile line, like closer to the middle, and that will get them tighter. You don't want those empty spaces where the dirt can get stuck. Show the smile line, perfect. Check my view, because the things always look different at the client view. And then we are gonna put some single ones just in the same order. So we've got clear in here. And I find it like later on when we apply the top coat, this is actually looking absolutely amazing because the glitter is showing from underneath. And also we've got those extra sparkle from the crystal application. Okay, we are just almost hitting to the end, and then 2 crystals in here. So the last couple crystals, and I do have, this one is so pretty. I've got hardly any left of it, and I think it goes so much with as well. Look at the cut on those crystals as well. Absolutely fantastic. Let's place it here. So again, we've got nice transition in between the crystals, going from the biggest to the smallest, which make the things nice and smooth. And then we do have rose gold, and here, and repeat. So 2 more crystals, base gel, pink one and a clear. And then I can show you how I'm top coating the things, because this is really important. Like sometimes you spend hours putting those crystals in and then you do not apply enough top coat, and they are just gonna come off. And you guys see me, like, you know, sometimes I'm showing you how I'm clipping off those crystals, like, so you see me applying them and you see me wearing them entire month. Brilliant. Okay, happy with that. So let's cure it. Again, just to freeze the product really, and then the top coat application. So with the top coat application, okay, I'm just going to show you that. What you have to do it is pick up the top coat and go, let this top coat go around every single crystal. Like you want really decent amount of this top coat there. In between every crystal. Look, it is filling up those gaps. Can you see it in the camera? I'm not sure if it's... Okay, now the top coat looks really ugly because we have touched it so many times. Okay, I never like how the nail top coat looks with the crystals application because it's very uneven. So here is a little bit of the gravity and self-leveling job. Like, let your top coat to self-level before you cure it. Like, let it kind of move a little bit nicer, just so the things looks prettier. And then we are gonna apply the top coat in here. Now, the corner crystal, I'm like top coating it. I wanted it to be top coat because that's the one which is prone to the biggest chipping and losing. This one's, I'm going underneath of the crystals with my brush, like underneath. Top coat the one in the corner so it doesn't come off. Because if you lose one crystal from this construction, they will all start coming off. Okay, so this way I've got things very secured. If it's necessary, what you can do is grab the top coat on the side, pick up with a small brush, and you can just like kind of release the drop of the top coat in those empty triangles. Normally I'm not too bothered because I am really good with my crystals. Let's freeze it, like so 5 seconds freeze. And I'm just going to show you on the other one quickly as well. So here the situation is very easy. You just push your top coat against the crystals, like work it through it, work it through it. This top coat is running in those empty spaces. Okay, I'm covering any empty spaces there. And here I'm gonna love it because we are gonna have I am not gonna love it. I did overfill a tiny bit of the glitter. So what I'm gonna do it, I will just take the small brush and pick up the smallest pieces of the glitter. And encapsulate it in a top coat. You cannot put much because it will be visible, but just a small amount and encapsulate it with the top coat. Okay, look how nicely the light reflects on those nails, like nice and clean line. Let's freeze it. This is called fussiness, so taking ages with the top coat. But you know, sometimes you spend hours like on shaping. Here I've got quite a decent gap. So this is gonna be a place where I'm actually gonna drop a top coat there, and I'm gonna show you that. So clean my messy brush from the glitter because I've got lots of glitter on it now. Clean it and then grab the top coat. You want to take a small brush and just leave the drop of the top coat there. Okay, this was really big gap, so we want some top coat there. Top coat there. And freeze it. It's so close to the cuticle that if you don't freeze it, it might just run on the cuticle, and you don't want that. You know, and it just takes us 2-3 seconds to freeze the product. Okay, here again, get decent amount of the top coat, like leave it there, like look, it's huge. Can you see the thickness on the camera? Yeah, yes. Probably you can see the thickness on the camera. Like, I mean, honestly, so much top coat there. And this top coat is running in between those crystals. I do not like to top coat my crystals because they are losing their cuts. They've got like a little cuts in there. So I really don't want that. Okay, so huge amount of the top coat. It doesn't look as nice and neat as in here because they are crystals which kind of create uneven line, but I'm trying to usually play with it a little bit and leave it to self-level. Crystal on the corner, always, I don't care even if it's lose the shine, I'm just top coating it. The last crystal, I'm top coating it. The one on the corner, I'm top coating it as well. Okay, but my main large crystals, they are not top coated. Wait for a top coat to self-level a little bit, like a run through those crystals so it looks neater. And then we are ready for cooking. And then I will finish on my own. Actually, I will show you, so freeze it. I'm just going to quickly do it exactly the same like in here on this nail, and then I show you the final look of them. Brilliant. So that's my hand just finishes cooking, and that's the final results. All of them. I love them so much. They are so me and so blingy, and I was really missing those kind of extreme set of the nails. So Patrick says, show them closer. I'm trying. They don't blink enough to him, so he's trying to get an extra light. That's the trouble. They look so much prettier in the real life than actually do in the camera. Much more prettier, isn't it? The lighting is bad. I will maybe stand because I can't see it. So yeah, we are desperate to show. There we are. This is nicer. Yeah, they look so much different in a camera. Oh no. They look dull in a camera. Yeah. Oh, what a shame. Anyway, that's a nice view, maybe. Okay, guys, I'm sending you huge glittery hugs, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.